As you can see behind me, the Trade Center appears to be still burning. We see these huge clouds of smoke and ash, and we know that behind that there's an empty piece of what was a very familiar New York skyline, a symbol of the financial prosperity of this city, but completely disappeared now, and New York is still unable to take on board what has happened to them today.
Presumably there were very few people in the Salomon building when it collapsed. I mean, there were, I suppose, fears of possible further collapses around the area.
That's what you would hope, because this whole downtown area behind me has been completely sealed off and evacuated, apart from the emergency workers. That was done by the mayor, Rudy Giuliani, much earlier today, because of, course, the dreadful collapse of the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. But New York, very much a city still in chaos. The phones are not working properly, the subway lines are not working properly, and we know that down there near the World Trade Center there are 3 schools that are being turned into triage centers for emergency treatment, and I know that over in New York Harbor, where the famous Statue of Liberty is.
Jane, I think many of us, when we heard the news, perhaps on the radio earlier today, were completely flabbergasted by it and just couldn't comprehend it. I mean, it almost sounded too far-fetched. I was wondering what it's felt like for you being in Manhattan. Well, unfortunately, I think we've lost the line with Jane Stanley in Manhattan. Perhaps we can rejoin her and follow that up later.
I remember getting a call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. I said, you know, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
I think what we need to keep in mind is that this is all the result of pursuit of empire, to be the policeman of the world, and I think that's just rather dangerous folly. And we can see, as I said, when 1 in 3 of our dollars are going to this defense mode or model, and we have a crumbling infrastructure of roads and bridges and a lack of public transportation that is efficient in this nation, that we need to consider that we perhaps should not be in these excursions abroad, and that it's truly not making us any safer, and in the process we're giving up our civil liberties.
You're watching The Echo on Channel 4, and we're almost out of time, but Derek, thank you so much again for the clip. And as you just saw, we are winning the battle. They're scared of us. That's why they come up with really bizarre ideas of sending their boogeyman and talking about these things to make it to discredit the whole movement. And as you just saw, the guy is running for Senate, and that's amazing. I was just amazed seeing this guy talking about it so sincerely. He was very sincere about what he was saying, and that was very interesting. And you sent me another clip also. Can you talk about it?
Well, the other one was the number 3 guy on the capture or kill list for Al Qaeda.
They've killed him, what, 10 times now?
No, not. I don't know, but this guy, you know, he's managed all these things. Faisal, the New York Times Square bomber, the underwear bomber.
Al-Awlaki?
Yeah, the lackey, Al-Awlaki the lackey, as Tarpley calls him. But he went to the Pentagon for dinner or for a lunch engagement. They were reaching out to moderate terrorists, I guess, that day.
Moderate terrorists, huh?
Moderate
nice.
That was like right after 9/11 happened. It was like
Yeah, there's a Fox video of it, and I mean, it kind of there's just a little blip on the radar. So I don't know. People.
Yeah,
look it
I
up.
guess that clip is 3 minutes. Let's watch it together because I'm afraid we run out of time. The last clip.
2 hours and we're still running out of time.
But apparently the American-born terrorist with ties to the 9/11 hijackers has been a guest of honor at the Pentagon. Julie Kurtz joins us from Washington. You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, here's what we know. Fox News has learned that Anwar al-Awlaki, the American Muslim cleric, remember him with a worldwide following, dined with military brass at the Pentagon within months of the 9/11 attacks. New documents obtained by Fox include an FBI interview conducted after the Fort Hood shootings. It states that Awlaki was taken to the Pentagon as part of the military's outreach to, quote, moderate Muslims, according to FBI documents. Now, the American cleric was interviewed at least 4 times by the FBI in the first week after the attacks because of his ties to the hijackers, but it appears none of this information was relayed to the Pentagon, where Awlaki had lunch at the Secretary of the Army's Office of Government Counsel. At this point, a Defense Department spokesman has declined our request for an interview, and it's not clear, frankly, what exactly the vetting process is at the Pentagon, which would have allowed a known associate of the 9/11 hijackers into the U.S. military's headquarters. We do know that currently Awlaki is a high-priority target for the U.S. and the government of Yemen. He is connected to the 9/11 hijackers, the shootings at Fort Hood, and the failed Christmas Day bombing. So we'll have more on this as the day goes on.
That is a crazy story. With the Fox News exclusive, Julie Kurtz down in the Bureau, thank you very much.
I mean, I know he was on camera after 9/11 condemning the attacks, and he was someone people were looking at. So, I mean, that video's there. Shows how insincere he is, and you don't know who you're talking to.
All right, coming up on our show, voters are already...
Welcome back. That's all we had for today, ladies and gentlemen. Surprisingly, the clip that you just saw was part of Fox News, the unfair and biased news. But
can't be wrong.
Yeah.
A broken clock's right 2 times a day.
Yeah, somehow. Any last words of wisdom for us, Jennifer?
No, it just there's a lot of interesting things out there about Awlaki, the CIA lackey.
Yeah. And you, Derek?
I don't know. I'm hungry. I was wondering what they're serving at the Pentagon that day.
All right, we're going to have something after this because I'm hungry too. But thank you for watching the 2-hour special edition show tonight. Once again, thank you guys for being there for us. Thank you for watching our show. We'll come back with more information that they don't want you to know. Have a wonderful night and see you next time.
To show us why he's calling for a more thorough investigation into the collapse of the World Trade Center buildings. Thank you so much for joining
They're on a table kind of like we are, except for theirs is just a little bit more expensive.
Who?
Their table.
Oh yeah.
These plastic creatures now
Yes. How you doing, man? How are you doing? I just wanted to tell you that the August review of the Trilateral Commission Endgame.
That's good. How about you do your intro, and then we'll set up back up.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching The Echo on Channel 4. My name is Kumar Skiani, your host tonight. And besides me, there are two nice people, Jennifer and Derek, helping me tonight with a special edition of The Echo, which would last 2 hours, because our friends at Cincinnati 911 are busy yelling at Jeb Bush tonight in northern Kentucky. Thank you so much, guys, for doing that for us. And let's go ahead and start the program with the Jimmy Carter's book signing in California, in LA, and how he has been yelled at.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.